that is how altogether I have come up with my top 5 list. Top 5 quarterbacks under the most pressure in 2023. And number 5 on this list is somebody who did have his 5th-year option picked up. But the pressure of staying healthy, however you deal with that, of falling, knowing how to fall, avoiding a concussion. How the hell do you do that? And also process and have your 2 outstanding wideouts both fed at the same time in a division that you are in a very deep end of the NFL pool. Tua Tagovailoa is number 5 on this list for me. Okay. And there was already a conversation, is Mike McDaniel really going to go with Tua? Are they really going to use him? Can he really be that guy? Can he stay healthy? I think there's still a lot of questions about him for a lot of people in this league, as you'll even hear more salty Tua coming up. And I think he feels it. Every snap could be his last. Does he think about that? That's number 5 on this list. Number 4 is exactly who you think should be on this list. Exactly who you think should be on this list. And I'm going to put him here, even though I think he is getting slagged for no reason other than the fact that it's easy to do it. I'm putting Dak Prescott on here. Dak's $40 million a year contract used to be the outlier, and he got paid that because he was a kid with a huge upside and a lot going on, and what he needs to do is win multiple playoff games for the Dallas Cowboys, because if he does not, I'm not saying he loses his job, others around him might. Does he feel that pressure as well? But it is time for Dak to do multiple times in a season what he did in his first game coming back from his broken leg. Let's go. Put it on his back and win games because of him and not throw 15 interceptions. What if he throws a pick or 2 in that first game against the Giants?
Yeah,
I mean, it's possible.
So that's what I'm talking about. Number 3 on this list is a guy who Brockman thinks shouldn't be on this list, but this is his last chance. This is the last chance for Baker Mayfield to be a starter in the league. And he's got Evans and Godwin, and it is time for him to do this. Because if he doesn't, Kyle Trask might be in there, and then outside of that, it might be Caleb Williams tank time. So he's got to do it. He's got to do it fast. He's number 3 on this list. Number 2 on this list, this is fair or not, Jordan Love's number 2. It's your show, sir. It's your show. And your last 2 predecessors were fresh out of the box great, future first ballot Hall of Famers, and that's not fair to him. But everybody is expecting Jordan Love to pratfall, and if he does, the Packers haven't really given him much of a long-term runway. It's not like, okay, it's your show, and here's a 5-year deal at market value. They haven't done that. So they are even taking a wait-and-see approach, as is the rest of the NFL when it comes to Jordan Love. And if, let's just say, Justin Fields outplays him, and suddenly the Packers don't have a quarterback in the ownership of the position of the Chicago Bears in week 1, and then they take on Atlanta in week 2, and everybody thinks that's a gimme, and they don't win that one. Again, it's pressure of expectations and what you've placed on yourself and the opportunities you might not have if you don't perform. Number 1 on this list, without a doubt, this is a guy who thinks and was 1,000% and still very well may be on a path to the Hall of Fame. And he fell flat in his first foray outside of the team that he was on this path to Canton. And now he's got a coach who is a quarterback whisperer of the first variety, who took Drew Brees once upon a time and hooked up with him. And they're on a path to Hall of Fame together with Sean Payton and Drew Brees. Russell Wilson is number 1 on this list because so many people think he is washed. Outside pressure, if he feels it. Inside pressure. Are you going to do this? You've got Sean Payton. You've got the guy. You've got the situation. It's all set up. To me, Russell Wilson is the quarterback under the most pressure in 2023, even though he does have another year at such a salary cap level, they can't part ways with him. But